Hey guys, how are you all doing? Hope you had a fantastic weekend. I had a great weekend. Luna had a great weekend. We went and saw Captain America Civil War and it was fantastic. Okay, I'm lying. I haven't seen it yet. It's still Friday. I'm going to see it tomorrow. I don't know why I just lied. I did it and now I feel horrible. I'm sorry. Ah, can we just move on from that? Okay, good. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, today I want to talk about something that really hit me like a sack of bricks here recently. It was, I thought my grandfather had died. Anyway, let's go with the story and let's just see what's going on. Yeah, okay. But what had happened is one day, about a month ago, I was sitting there minding my own beeswax, staring at my phone, and I get a call from my grandma. My grandmother, as of lately, is too busy taking care of my cousin's children 24/7. So she's never at home with my grandpa anymore. So what happened is my grandma had left home about 5 a.m. that day. And I guess there were certain parts throughout the day where my grandma had tried to call my grandpa. They live on a farm, so he's always doing stuff on the farm, or someone came by to buy something, so he's out talking to them, or he's taking a bath, or he's taking a nap, or, whatever. And my grandma is always aware when and where my grandfather is going. She knew he had no plans to go anywhere on this particular day. So she had been trying to call him throughout the whole day, and he wasn't answering the phone, and he never called her back. About 7:30 p.m. that night, she started getting worried and called me and asked me if I could go out to the farm and check on him to see what was going on because she's been calling him all day. As soon as she said that to me, that like triggered a siren off in my head, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure, I can do that. I was immediately terrified. I did not want to go out to the farm and be the one to find my grandfather dead. I don't want to be the one to find anyone that I love that much dead. That's what was going on with me. And I tried to call my grandpa, he didn't answer. I paced around the house, probably 5 minutes later, I called him again, he didn't answer. So I got in the truck, I left, and I was like, I can't do this alone. I picked up my friend, and the whole way I'm just like, I don't know, man. I have a bad feeling. My grandma's been gone since 5 a.m. She said she's called him multiple times throughout the entire day. He hasn't picked up. He hasn't called back. I called him twice before I left the house. He did not pick up, and he hasn't called me back. This is freaking me out. And my buddy's like, yeah, man, I understand, but you don't know. We'll see what happens when we get there. It's probably about a 10-minute drive. And the reason I'm kind of freaking out is because my grandpa is at the phone. Like, he literally has a chair, a recliner, right next to the house phone. If he's not out on the farm or something, he's inside in the recliner watching television, less than a foot away from the phone. And he's also the type of person, as soon as he walks in the door, he looks directly at the phone first thing to see if he had missed any calls, and he calls people back. That's how he is. That's how everyone should be. Anywho, we're still driving. I'm still freaking out, mainly in my head. My buddy and I are kind of talking about crap. We finally get there, and the whole way there, I'm thinking, okay, hopefully his truck is not in the driveway. That will tell me he got a call and had to go buy some chickens or something, and that's why he hasn't answered the phone calls. That's why he hasn't called anyone back. We pull up and his truck is there. And so my heart starts racing even more because I'm like, okay, his truck's there. To me, in my mind, was the only thing to tell me that he's not dead, is his truck being gone. His truck's there. I'm freaking out. I just stay at the bottom of the driveway. My friend's like, dude, we just gotta go. Just go. So I pull up further to the house. As I pull up, there is a window, and in that window they have no curtains. Like, you can see directly into the house. You can see where, like, the window goes straight to where my grandpa sits. We pull up and I just look in the window and I see my grandpa in his recliner right next to the phone, and this is my grandpa. Literally, I'm like, fuck. There he is, like, god damn it. Like, I started flipping out, kinda. I was like, he's dead. There he is. And my friend's like, where? And he looks in the window. He's like, dude, we don't know if he's dead. And I'm like, dude, he is less than a foot away from the phone. He is right there in his recliner. Look at him. You know, he's like, and I'm flipping out because I'm like, fuck. And literally, I'm like, I shouldn't even fucking be here. Why am I here? Why am I the fucking one that had to come and check and see him dead? And my buddy's like, dude, you don't know. And I'm like, I can't do it. And I start shaking and I'm like, I'm calling the ambulance. Like, I'm not going to go any further. He hasn't answered grandma's calls all day. He hasn't called grandma back all day. He didn't answer my calls. He didn't call me back, and his truck's here, so he's not gone doing anything. And there's the window. There he is in his recliner next to the phone he hasn't answered all day, and he looks dead. I mean, he was doing this. And my friend's like, dude, I'm just saying, we don't know. I don't know. I have a feeling he's not dead. Like, just listen to me. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I'm already fucked up right now. All the signs, every last sign there could be, is pointing at the fact that he's dead, and I had just seen it. And so I call 911. I'm like, hey, I think my grandpa's dead. He hasn't answered the phones all day. He hasn't called anyone back. I came to his house. I see him in the house. He's not moving. Like, he honestly looks dead. And I do not want to go in that house. I can't. I don't know. And they're like, that's fine. That's fine. Calm down. That's completely normal. My friend goes to the front to where the door is. And as I'm on the phone, he comes back and he happens to look in the window and he's like, dude, he just moved. And I'm like, huh? What? He's like, he just moved. Looked in the window and my grandpa was doing this. And I thought, I don't think his arm was like that. And as I'm staring at him, he does this. And I'm like, oh my God, my grandpa's not dead. He's not dead. He just moved. I just watched him move in the window. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, can you go to the door and check? And I went to the door, I knocked, my grandpa comes to the door, and I'm like, he's alive, he's fine. Thank you so much, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry about that. And she's like, it's fine, just, I'm glad he's okay, have a good night. And we get off the phone, and my grandpa's like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm just like, like, I literally just lost it when I hung up the phone. And I couldn't look at my grandpa or anything. I was just like, I thought you were dead. And my friend responds to my grandpa saying, what the hell are you all doing? He goes, these freaking idiots thought you were dead, and starts laughing. And I'm literally like, have my head down on the trash can, just like, and just hysterically bawling in front of my grandpa, who is one of just the manliest men that you'll ever see in your life. It was insane. And I finally kind of calmed down. I blew a couple snot rockets and cleared everything. And my grandpa's like, so you really do love me, don't you? I was like, yeah. And he's like, man, to tell you the truth, I ain't answered the phone all day because I had a woman over here. And that was just a joke. He's just one of those old guys. And that made me laugh, but at the same time, I was still hysterically bawling. We just pretty much sat there and he was talking to me and my friend. I wasn't saying anything because I kept sniffling and stuff. And finally, I was like, well, Grandpa, I guess we're going to go. I'm glad you're alive. And I gave him a hug and told him I loved him. And he said, I love you. Sometimes he'll say he loves me back. Most of the time he'll say, yeah, sure you do. Or he'll say, yeah, me too. Yeah, it was insane. Like every damn emotion just hit me in the face like a brick. And when I was saying bye to my grandpa, I was like, and literally I said bye by giving him a thumbs up because I was started bawling again. I don't know. It's kind of like anxiety. You know, all the signs can point to the worst scenario. Every last sign in the world can be pointing at what is wrong, and it is wrong. And you can tell yourself all you want that something is wrong, but until, you know, you go knock on the door to find out for sure, you don't know. Because most of the times you're going to knock on the door and it's okay. It was definitely a learning lesson for me. But yeah, that's all I've got. That was the story. I got that out. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment because I love comments. I reply to all the comments. And yeah, why not leave me a fucking comment and share your favorite videos of mine with your friends, because maybe if it's your favorite, it'll be their favorite too, and they'll come subscribe and they'll come comment, and I'll have more people to talk to, and they'll give me thumbs up on my videos, and then I can have more friends, and then it would just be, oh. Anyway, bye.
Complicated individual, I wanna live life on the road. Wanna live the greatest success story, but make it one untold. And I wish dinosaurs roamed the earth. That'll never happen, no. Just like I'll never ever have her. So just keep on keeping on living the life.
Gosh dang it, you just don't know till you know, you know?